the silent butcher." The note was nailed to the front door, written in shaky red letters that dripped like tears. The quiet one screamed the loudest. Mira didn't know who left it, or how they got inside her locked gate, but the words felt carved into her chest. And this was only the beginning. Mira had moved to Blackwood Hollow 3 months ago, seeking solitude after a string of failed relationships and a career collapse. The small, fog-draped town seemed the perfect escape, charming, isolated, and eerily quiet. Too quiet, she thought at times. Locals avoided eye contact, their words measured, their smiles tight-lipped. Whispers of the butcher hung in the air, though no one would explain more. All Mira knew was that women had gone missing, 5 in the last year, and none had been found. The police called it coincidence. The town called it a curse. She brushed off the note as a cruel prank, though the tremble in her hands betrayed her calm. That night, she double-checked her locks and curled up on her worn couch with a glass of wine, her dog, Scout, at her feet. As the wind howled outside, she noticed something strange. Scout stared at the front door, growling softly, his hackles raised. "Come on, boy," she murmured, trying to pull him away, but the dog refused to budge. Then came the knock. 3 slow, deliberate raps. Her breath caught. It was 2 a.m. Mira peered through the peephole, but the porch was empty. No footsteps, no retreating shadow, just the unnerving stillness of the hollow. She told herself it was the wind. But the next morning, she found another note, this time pinned to the wooden fence in her backyard. "I see you." The days that followed were a blur of paranoia. She began noticing little things, doors slightly ajar, objects she swore she hadn't moved, faint scratches on her windowsill. The townsfolk offered no comfort. "Leave," said a grizzled man at the general store one morning. "If you're smart, you'll get out before he picks you." "Who?" Mira pressed, but the man shook his head, lips sealed like the others. That night, Mira armed herself with a kitchen knife and left every light on in her small house. The quiet was oppressive, her own heartbeat deafening in her ears. Around midnight, the electricity flickered, plunging her into darkness. And then she heard it. A soft humming. It was faint, drifting in from outside. A haunting melody that grew louder, closer, until it seemed to seep through the very walls. Mira held her breath as Scout began barking frantically, scratching at the back door. She grabbed her flashlight and edged toward the sound, her knife clutched tightly. The humming stopped as abruptly as it had started. When she opened the door, the flashlight beam illuminated a fresh message carved into the wood with meticulous precision. "Your scream will be beautiful." Her stomach lurched, and she stumbled back inside, slamming the